Well, as my friend Aaron Berger knows, you're going to meet him in just a few moments. I am always the last to leave the party. I might be a little tardy for the party, but look out. Once I'm there, it's on. And this is your final opportunity to get our very best value of the day. What is it? It is our #1 brand. It is also America's #1 brand when it comes to laptops. Now, here's the thing. When I said last to leave the party, but here's another one, you snooze, you lose. This is the only chance this year to get an entire home office makeover. I'm serious about that. So buy a computer, get a printer with 6 months of ink for free. Aaron's gonna give you all the details on that. And then, oh, by the way, let's throw in over $500 worth of freebies. Let's get you technical support. Let's help you out. If you can't find your car keys, well, at least HP can help you find your computer. Do you have the dropsies? Do you drop things? Well, for all those mulligans in life, check this out. In addition to the only chance this year, you choose it in your color of choice, and then whether you'd like it with Office or without, but we're including what we call our 1-2-3 or our 3-2-1 protection. And that means you are getting their accidental damage, so that's about $70 right there, and that is all from HP. They're picking up the tab for that. By the way, they don't do that for anyone else in America, even though they're the #1 laptop company in America. 2 years of Smart Friend, so you're approaching $400, close to $400 on that. That's your technical support. And then 3 years of your Find My HP. We use and abuse Helen's line, but Helen Keeney, one of our fabulous hosts here at HSN, but that's LoJack for your computer. So all you need to do is pick and choose which color you would like, and then do you want it with or without Office? Kevin, I'm pretty sure the version with Office on that teal is almost gone. It is all gone. See, look at that. I've been watching from home. If you want the silver with the Office, we have 150 only, 150 only. Kevin, do you want to jump to the aubergine or you want to do the rose gold? Which is easiest for you? Aubergine with Office, we have the final 700, which considering we're in over 95 million homes, that is a drop in the bucket. And then my personal favorite, I love that rose gold. We have just a little over 400 with Office. So anyway you stack it, if you are just discovering HSN for the very first time, remember it's pretty much a half off sale on our #1 computer, your last chance for the year. Remember, it's not a computer, buy a computer, get a whole Office makeover, because that printer, the 6 months of ink free, that service and support that HP is paying for, well, you know what, he is my smart friend, and I don't have to pay for his services, although I should. Boy, if in over 15 years of knowing you, Aaron Berger, if you were charging me by the word, or by the hour, or by the year, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in trouble.
I do a lot of work. There's a lot of words come out. That's a lot of words come out. Really,
a lot of words.
15 years I've been working on slowing down my rate of speech. So we'll see how I do tonight.
Well, I got my eye on you, mister. Well,
all right.
Congratulations on a fabulous day, Aaron. This is the final presentation, of course, and it is the last chance for the year. So, as you know, I usually like to start and end each presentation with the idea that we can't assume that people have seen this or that they've heard about it or that they've watched your presentation. So I always kind of like to do what I call a highlight reel. Why get this? Why upgrade now? I mean, certainly I'm paraphrasing, but more RAM, better processor, better graphics, better battery life. This checks every box, plus the bigger screen, doesn't it?
I think all of those are absolutely key. The last one that you said, to me, if I had to just choose one, and thankfully I don't have to just choose one, I get to tell you about a lot of the great features, but if I had to choose one, it would be the fact that this is the largest screen, that it's a 17-inch screen. Shannon and I have worked together for closer to 2 decades than to 1. We're very good buddies. We've sold a lot of computers, especially together. And Shannon, you know, you've heard me tell this little anecdote, but it's true. One of the best parts about working at HSN is that we get to talk to our customers. You guys call in on our testimonial lines. And now, of course, in the past, for nearly as long as I've been at HSN, we've had social media. So you say hi to me on Facebook. Please say hi to me on Instagram. It's _Aaron Berger, AARONBERGER. Say hi to me there. And I get to listen to you and answer questions when I'm able to. And in all of these years and again, closer, Shannon and I have known each other closer to 2 decades than one, really, just barely, about 16 years or so. I've never had anyone say, Aaron, I wish I'd bought a smaller screen. Never once. Not with the computer, not with the tablet, not with the smartphone, not with any of the literally thousands of products that I've had the great pleasure to present. You love having a bigger screen. Of course you do. Who wouldn't? This is the biggest screen I've ever presented, Shannon's ever presented, anybody's ever presented in a laptop. It's a 17.3-inch screen. And put very simply, I'm sure you know this already, but having a bigger screen means you can see everything more easily. It means you don't need your reading glasses. It means if, for example, maybe you can't read from where you are right now on your screen, maybe you can't read what's in that little circle. I'm going to take my fingers on this oversized, really nice touchpad that's at the bottom, and I'm going to make that on a 17-inch screen. I guarantee you now you can see that says weekly deal drop. You didn't need to go get your glasses to see that. So having the larger screen is something that every single time you sit down at your computer, you will appreciate having a bigger screen. I'm going to do a quick overview of the computer. I'm going to do a quick overview of the printer. Don't get nervous at how much I tell you now, because I promise everything I say, I'm going to go back over again. I'm going to go into it in more detail. But if you're trying to shop early while we have almost all of the colors and almost all of the options, I want you to know what you're getting. So 15-inch computer, 17.3-inch computer, largest computer we sell. It's the 3 big brands. HP is the #1 selling computer brand in America. You're walking into the store and saying, I'll take the #1. I'll take the best. I'll take the most preferred. That's what you're getting. HP, #1 selling brand in America. #1 selling brand at HSN for all of the brands they sell too. I'll talk about that later. Intel inside. Oh, better lift this up because there's a graphic down there. Bum, 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 bum. See that little blue sticker? That means Intel inside. Intel is the #1 processor brand in the world. A lot of people who are real tech gals and real tech guys shop for processor first, and many of them will only buy a computer with Intel inside. It's the #1 processor company in the world. This is the Intel Celeron processor, and it has Intel high-definition graphics as well. Intel high-definition graphics. You ready for some numbers? Those of you who are number people. 3D gaming is up to 12 times faster. I'm going to open up a little video of some 3D gaming here. 3D gaming is up to 12 times faster thanks to the high definition, to the Intel high definition video. Thanks to the high definition processor. High definition video is converted and processed up to 8 times faster. So whether you're playing games, and we'll show you later, you can actually play Xbox games on this computer. It's a Windows 11 computer, so you can download Game Pass from the Windows Store and actually play over 100 Xbox games. Your gaming is better, not just your gaming, just your Netflix, just the movies that you watch all the time. When you go on social media and videos pop up and do they pause and do they wait, do they hesitate on your computer? They're not going to here thanks to the Intel high definition graphics. More on that later as well. Windows 11 built in, high definition video camera built in, backlit keyboard. Shannon, you know, often this $1,000 plus computers, in order to get a backlit keyboard, there's a backlit keyboard built in as well. So that's a huge thing for a lot of you. Biometric fingerprint reader. I can count on 2 hands the number of times ever in 15 plus years I've sold a computer that has a fingerprint reader. You can now log in with your finger instead of remembering a passcode or remembering a password. So some big things here. And if I didn't say it, and if Shannon didn't say it, we might have, but if you're just joining us, this is the final time this year that we have a printer and computer. I know this because I'm an HP guy, right? I work with HP. I'm lucky to come here and be on HSN and work with folks at HSN. But we know at HP, this is the final time this year we have scheduled a computer and printer bundle as of today's special. So, oh, sorry guys, I didn't realize you were coming back to me. I was just turning my lights up a little bit. I'll just get that fixed and get back in my chair. It's the final time we have scheduled. So this is our holiday today special, if you will. This is our back to school today special on a printer and a computer together. Very briefly, on the printer, it is an HP Instant Ink printer. So you can belong to the ink replacement program, which means your ink is going to cost you about 50% less than going and buying it off the shelves, and you're never going to have to go to the store to buy it. This is also a wireless printer. You can print from your phone, your tablet, your computer, and it doesn't matter if it's Apple, if it's a PC, it doesn't matter if it's Android. You can print from all of your various devices. Shannon, I apologize. Like you said, you're not paying by the word. Thank goodness. There is so much to get through tonight, and that's just, believe it or not, that's me being tepid about all the words I have to say. There's so much to say about what we're bringing to you guys tonight.
It's so true. That was actually a very succinct and intellectually informed summary. Thank you, my friend. See, it must be the glasses. I'm feeling smart while I'm talking about Aaron Berger. Well, if you are smart, you are making that phone call. I mean, no kidding. With hundreds of you in the various forms of ordering, this is completely guilt-free. We're even doing 12-month VIP financing. So if you do the version with Office, or without Office, you're looking at about $50. If you do the version with Office, that's on your HSN card, you're looking at about $54. We are also in the last little more than an hour and a half on our Big Deals Weekend. We had to feature HP during Big Deals Weekend because they are our #1 brand. They're America's #1 brand with laptops. But to that end, this price goes away at midnight. The quantities are dwindling. I'll give you an update in just a few moments. But that also means that 5 Flex Pay is also done at the stroke of midnight. So I'm just actually, Dustin, I'm going to show that aubergine just so that everybody can see the extra something, something. By the way, yes, that is me in a dress. See, Aaron Berger, in the time that I've known you in over 15 years, you could easily count on one hand. It's like, does Shannon Smith have a temperature? Does she have a fever? Because we're not so sure. But it's like,
I heard you talking to Suzanne, and you look fantastic, and you're right.
Thank you.
I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen you in a dress, but you should wear them more.
Why,
you're fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. See, it's got
You're
like
welcome.
air conditioning, and it, makes me happy. Anyway.
It's summer.
It's summer, you got that right. But that's our weekly deal drop from Nina Leonard. But there was a method to my madness, not only to show off my weekly deal drop, but this is the aubergine, and it has kind of like a reptilian, an exotic skin type of keyboard to it. Those beautiful keys are illuminated, by the way. They are backlit. And then, Capri, I hope I won't mess this up. I promise I won't drop it. But the good news is HP is paying for that year of damage protection. You might want to ask about Protection Plus as well. But there's that teal, and the teal looks like a sliced agate. I know that Adam was on earlier with Sunday's Rock with Jay King, and it really does look like a geode. And then, of course, our silver, our rose gold. The rose gold is actually my favorite. So let me just give you a couple of quantity updates. Should I jump to the silver with Office? Okay, so the silver with the Office, we are looking at the last 140. So that is going. It is officially your final presentation. Just to split things up, we will actually run a kind of a little promotional announcement during this final show, just in case people are channel surfing so that we can reset the presentation. But FYI, I am confident when I say the silver will be gone before the hour is up. Then is it the teal with the Office, Kevin? Is that the next one that is the most limited? Oh, that's right. The teal with the Office is gone. See, I'm trying to, present something we don't have. If you want the teal without Office, we have, you said, the last 200. Aubergine, love that kind of plumbing. It has a beautiful metallic look to it. With Office, there are 700. We brought in a few more of those just because it's always been popular. Without, there are only 400. And then rose gold, that is my favorite. I just, my Fitbit trim has rose gold. Most of my jewelry is rose gold. But on the rose gold, we are looking at, with Office, 400 only, and without Office, only 300. So remember, buy a laptop, we'll include a whole home office. I'm serious about that. It's the only time that we're doing it this year on our Big Deals Weekend. The 5 Flex expires at midnight, and of course, this offer expires at midnight, and it's your only chance for the year. We are including, like I said, buy a laptop with more RAM, more processing power, upgraded graphics, longer battery life, but yet it is not heavy. So, and that's the big screen, guys. That's the one that we dream of. We are definitely making dreams come true. And then we'll include really the top of the line, all-in-one HP. HP is also the #1 name in printers, by the way. but they're top of the line printer, so you can print and you can scan, you can fax, you can even send directly from your cell phone with a great and little ingenious app. They're gonna include 6 months worth of ink. Remember how I was joking with Aaron? It's like it's a good thing that that we don't charge you by the word, at least when it comes to my presentations, because you know, we'd all go broke. But you can literally, that's my daddy. And oh, now this, oh, look at that picture. Is that just not the sweetest thing? 6 months worth of ink, which I can tell you is probably getting, well, not quite a flex pay, but probably pretty close, because ink is not inexpensive. And Aaron, the last thing I'll mention before I return things to your big brain is, first of all, we've all been dealing with the shipping and the shortages in retail. Normally, we should have raised the price, but we secured this offer about a year ago, and that's why we can say it's the last one for the year. Interest-free payments, that's what FlexPay is. You can use your PayPal, your debit card. Of course, you're always welcome to apply and buy on our HSN card. But a couple of things that make us unique about retail is, first of all, there's a 30-day return policy on this, not a week or 14 days if you're lucky. There's a 30-day return policy on this. And not only that, we do not charge what is called a restocking fee in the industry. Now, if you've never returned an electronic item to, I say, a regular store, which I have done, and it's funny, Aaron, because you and I have talked about restocking fees for years, and it wasn't until I returned a pair of headsets, you know, at the big bullseye, and the guy, and I do remember the sales clerk saying, now, if you return this, you know, I don't even think he called it restocking fee, I don't remember what it was, but I'll tell you what, it was about $40 based on the price of the headphones. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just keep these things. So that's what they call a restocking fee in the industry. We don't do that. We want you to shop with confidence. Certainly, I know you listen and learn. That's part of the reason that we love having Aaron here. But Aaron, there's so many techs and specs. So I know we've got sellout quantities on all of the colors with Office. That has been the most popular today. I know you're listening and learning, but here's what I would recommend. Reserve yours, call now, go to hsn.com. Remember, there is no restocking fee, so there's no downside to just securing this before we raise the price. So Aaron, did you want to talk memory, or where should we go next with this?
Let's talk reasons to upgrade first, and then to kind of give you guys an outline, we'll talk reasons to upgrade, and then we're going to get into the processor, and we're going to get into the memory. Those things are absolutely key, and then we'll go, there's a million things that we'll do after that. Reasons to upgrade. If you've got a computer at home right now, and you're thinking, okay, you know, I don't love my computer. I'm not really sure. Like, is it time to get a new computer? Not time to get a new computer? I'll just give you some reasons why most people think about and make the decision to upgrade. Does your computer take a long time to start up? This computer is essentially instant on and instant off. Thanks to the Intel processor, #1 processor company in the entire world, built in, and thanks to the fact that the drive in this is what's called a solid state drive. There's no moving parts. So when the computer turns off and turns on, it's not fighting inertia. It's not taking an object at stasis, not moving, into an object at rest, if you will, into being an object in motion. There's no movement that has to happen, so it's much faster. To that point, does your computer run hot? This is called a laptop, right? So when you put it on your lap, is it hot? Is it uncomfortable? This stays cool to the touch on the bottom, also because it's a solid state drive, because there are no moving parts, there's no movement, there's no friction, there's no heat. Is your computer heavy? This is, again, the largest laptop we sell, right? 17.3 inch, largest laptop I've ever seen. It only weighs 4 pounds. It's 4.5 pounds. So it's super duper lightweight, easy to put into a backpack or into a large handbag or to travel with you. 4.5 pounds, super lightweight, better battery life as well. Does your computer have a short battery life? This is, even with the 17-inch screen, and screen size is where it takes a lot of power to light that screen. This still has a 9.5-hour battery life. So if your computer has a 2-hour battery life, 3-hour, 4-hour battery life, and you find as soon as you get to the coffee shop, as soon as your kids get to campus, whatever, they're searching to, you know, for a plug, you don't have to worry about that. 9.5-hour battery life. And then when it comes to multitasking, is your computer slow? That is another absolute key. Notice here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have about 13 windows that are either open or have been open recently. I'm going to open this window for you, and you see, as soon as I open it, boom, it's live and it's ready to go. And this is live streaming from from YouTube. I think, yeah, I could be on YouTube or I could be on hsn.com. So the point is, those are reasons to upgrade your computer. If your computer is too slow, if your computer takes a long time to turn on, if it buffers a lot when you're online, if it's hot, if it's heavy. This computer is none of those things. It is lightweight, about 4 pounds, has a long battery life, 9.5-hour battery life. It's lightning quick. It's immediate on and off. So Shannon, I think if anyone's thinking, is it time to upgrade my computer? Those are a few reasons to really consider, yeah, it is time to upgrade, and this is a great bundle with which to upgrade.
Did I just hear you say 4 pounds?
4 pounds, it is 4.5 pounds, just a little bit over 4 pounds. Right, on a 17-inch computer.
Because, you know, the thing is, I've been watching you and throughout the day, but for some reason, I'm like, 4 pounds.
Didn't register.
4 pounds on a 17-inch laptop. On a 17-inch laptop. Okay, I gotta pump the brakes here because I know if you're like me, I've been watching Aaron throughout the day, but you do need to understand, yes, we have a lot of information to process, but you're gonna have to act now. In particular, if you want the office, and you do, trust me on this, you do, because I don't care whether it's the Teams that's built in, I don't care if it's, you know, working from home, officing from home, if you're only using this for virtual doctor's visits, or if this is how you're really experiencing the world right now, whether that's seeing family and friends, because let's be honest, even though we are getting out there, travel is still a little unwieldy, whether it's gas prices or even airline prices. I mean, this is a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster. And to be honest with you, I think in some ways a little more fun, because that means I can drop in on my parents like any day of the week. I can drop in on my niece and nephew any day of the week. Aaron knows I certainly in the last couple of years, I've only gotten home like once. And those niece and nephew, I mean, they're teenagers. I mean, they really are. It's freaking me out.
Gosh.
So think of the moments that we've missed prior to this weird time in history. But the whole point is you got to have a better computer. You can't just airy-fairy. It's like, oh, you know what? No, you got to have more RAM. It has to be able to handle that. You have to have a better processor. By golly, if you're gonna be Skyping, you know you want a 17-inch screen. Aaron, I know it's something that you say, nobody ever said, you know, I wish I would have gotten a smaller screen, but also, don't get it with the Office, because we are including that with your purchase, really for just a nominal increase. It's, to be perfectly fair, it's virtually this, I mean, obviously not the same price, but it's, you know, it's less than what you would spend for Office separately and already installed. So the big thing is you need to know this is it. You see that final presentation banner in the corner of your screen. It is our finest value of the day. The price goes away at midnight. Our weekly deal drop show is next hour, but remember that 5 Flex is done. We are not doing another home office makeover for the rest of the year. And frankly, the quantities that we have are it. So at this point, I think probably last 100 on the silver with Office. Okay, if you want the silver with the Office, good luck to you. There are a few dozen, the last 100. So without Office, there are also only 180. I think maybe the part of the reason that silver has been so popular is many of you, I think, are thinking ahead to Father's Day, which you should. I mean, Dad, the whole family, this will be the family computer, by the way, for that kind of savings. The bonuses and the extras, just to umbrella this for you, are more than $500. So the bonuses and the extras are basically the price of the computer, if you want to put it that way. And then it's a half off sale. I'll just briefly touch on that teal because that's the one with that sliced agate. The Office is already gone, so thank you so much for your phone calls there. If you want the version without Office, we have the final 200. And Kevin, I think we are running a special on Microsoft Office in case they missed out, I think. I mean, I think I even saw it on hsn.com. I'll double check on that, but if you really had your heart set on that teal and you're like, oh, but I missed out on the Office, see what I mean when I say you snooze, you lose? Capri's getting a little nervous because she's like, you're picking up all those and you're in heels. I don't know that I should trust you. Remember, accidental damage and drop protection is included. So I'm feeling pretty confident, I'm not gonna lie. That is your accidental damage protection that is included. That's about $70, and then the Smart Friend alone is approaching $400. But there's your aubergine. It has really kind of an exotic skin, or almost like reptilian look. Look at how pretty that keyboard is. I mean, seriously. And then it's all backlit. So if you want the aubergine with Office, Kevin, 700 or fewer than 700, I believe. I think, okay, so final 700 on the version with Office. We brought in a few more of those just because that is always one of our top sellers. And without Office, about 350, give or take. And then I'm team rose gold. I love rose gold jewelry. We have the final 400 with Office, and then the balance of which is without Office. So any way you stack it, it is sleek, it is powerful, it's the bigger screen, but frankly, it weighs less than most 15-inch laptops that I've seen in this price category. And it is your only day where for one flex pay of a little over $100, with no restocking fee and free shipping, we're gonna pay to send it to you, where we're gonna make over your whole home office. One fell swoop. And you know, Aaron, I know we've got a lot to get to, so I have to defer back to you, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I saw that price and I saw the fact that it was what I call a home office makeover, I was waiting and watching to see what you and Adam said at midnight, because I really did not think it would have our most expansive bonus package. I thought, okay, if we're gonna do the home office, maybe a year of technical support. I thought, okay, you
make a great point.
Maybe to do our most expansive, what I call bonus package, that's valued at really the price of the computer, and get a whole home office makeover for one flex pay. Well, it's no wonder that these are going, because it is all of the number ones. But okay, so we talked a little bit about the text and specs. You know, I'm excited about the graphics package. And what's funny is people say, oh, I don't play games, but and I always say this, Aaron, it doesn't matter. If you watch cat videos on Facebook, you need a better gaming or video computer, don't you?
Right, because the graphics package, you know, to your point, an Intel high definition graphic card that's in here informs everything graphic that happens on your computer, from watching hsn.com to playing Forza 5 with your Xbox controller, which actually is something you can do. We'll get to that. So let's do this. Basically what Shannon is bringing up is everything about Intel. I have two videos that we want to show you. The first is on the Intel Celeron processor. It's a short video, and we're going to show it to you twice in a row. And then after we look at that video, we're going to go right into, we have an Intel graphics and Intel gaming video. We're going to show you those two. They give you some great numbers on just how and why this computer is faster and is better at what it does. So we'll start with the Intel Celeron processor video. Remember, Intel, Intel is inside. With Intel, you're getting the #1 processor company in the entire world. You're getting quite literally the best of the best. You're getting the gold standard. The Intel Celeron processor specifically is built for value and versatility. So for everyday, for great computing, but the kind of computing that we do every single day. So value and versatility for things like email, for things like web browsing, for things like playing games, for things like social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, smooth running apps, those sorts of things, working and playing all day long, less waiting and more doing, essentially instant on, a 9.5-hour battery life. We can thank the Intel processor and the part that it plays in our computer for solid performance for everyday computing. Now look at these numbers. 12 times better 3D gaming, 8 times faster high definition video conversion. Well, that's all we watch now is high definition video. And that's compared to a computer that's just 5 years old. So if your computer is 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, how old is your computer? If your computer is 3 years old, honestly, this is gonna be a big difference for you, up to 12 times faster 3D gaming. You might think, well, I don't really game. That's fine. Do you watch videos? Do you watch Netflix? Do you shop online? Because there's videos with almost every product that you see now. 8 times faster high definition video conversion. If you're ever waiting on your computer when you're streaming, when you're playing games, when you're watching anything at all, anything graphic, you got to think, does my computer have an Intel high definition video chip? This computer does. And it absolutely changes things. Those numbers are game changing when it comes to how your computer operates. I want to couple that with something else. I want to couple that with the solid state drive that's built into your computer. So where information is stored on your computer, where when you copy, when you paste, when you save, when you download, when you retrieve, when you file, those kind of things, right? Everything goes onto a disk, if you will. It used to be a hard disk drive, and that hard disk drive was a mechanical moving piece inside your computer. Well, the problem with the moving piece is movement creates friction, friction creates heat. Heat is the enemy of consumer electronics. So in order to combat that heat, we had to put a fan in your computer. When that fan took up a lot of energy, added a lot of weight, made a lot of noise, I can give you a million reasons that the fan wasn't what we wanted, it was just our only choice. That whole component is gone, is out of your computer now. Instead, you have what you see here, the benefits of a solid state drive. So it's just, it is a solid technology, nothing moves, there's no movement. We have a video that we're going to show you now that describes the differences and the advantages of having a solid state drive. It's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. Faster boot up and shut down. Your applications load more quickly, better battery life, about 9.5 hours. There's no moving parts, so it's more durable. It's quieter and lighter. Only weighs, as I said earlier, about 4.5 pounds. What you see here on the left side of your screen is the computer with solid state. On the right-hand side is with a hard disk drive. You see how much faster the computer is. See how much faster it is when you're multitasking, when you're loading various things, when you're streaming, all of those things. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I'll hop over to hsn.com. Sorry, I got to just find my cursor here. There it is. It's hard for me when I'm not looking directly at the computer. There we go. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're pinching, whether you're zooming, it's a faster experience. Another thing about the solid state drive, and let me go back to, I want to go back to our live stream. So this is watching, this is hsn.com. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's YouTube. It's watching HSN live on YouTube. When I close the computer and open it again, I'll bet you if you're live streaming video on your computer and you close it and you open it again, you see it was like maybe 1 second for the computer to come back on. I'll bet you, especially if you have a hard disk drive on your computer, it might be 30 seconds or 60 seconds or a minute and a half to get video playing again. With solid state, there is less waiting. And there's one more component to this solid state that I want to talk about. It's a huge solid state drive. The most common size solid state drive we have at HSN is 64 gigabytes. That's what we sell the most. This is 4 times that size. We have a video that we'll run to show you just how much you can store on a 256 gigabyte solid state drive. It's one of the largest I've seen us do in a long, long time. We store a lot online now and all of that, and I totally get it. But you still want to have some what we call local storage on your computer. With a 256 gigabyte solid state drive capacity, you can store approximately 2,000 hours of high definition video. That's a lot of movies. That's about 1,000 movies. About 128,000 photos, about 60,000 songs. Again, all on a computer that weighs about 4 pounds and has a 9.5 hour battery life. So Shannon, those are a couple of things. There's much, much more to dig into, but those are 2 of the main things. I know it's important for people to understand what sort of processor am I getting? Again, up to 12 times faster 3D gaming, up to 8 times faster high definition video conversion, and what sort of drive do I get? You get a solid state drive, a big 256 gigabyte solid state drive that makes your computer lighter, faster, and quieter. Again, I say this a lot, but these are the sort of things that when you sit down to use your computer every day, you notice. You notice that it's lighter. You certainly notice that it's faster. You even notice that it's quieter, and it's these little technologies all working together to make it a much better experience.
Well, and I mean, you nailed it. It's just a much better experience. And Aaron, this is something that you and I have talked about for over 15 years. I've been here for actually getting closer to 30. I mean, for over 27 years. And the whole idea is sometimes people think, oh, I'm just not good at technology. Trust me when I tell you, if you think that you're not great with computers, you got the wrong computer. So when we used to do computer presentations, much like when we do skincare, we'd say, oh, if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, when we do computer presentations, they're like, oh, well, if you only want to do email, I mean, this is a great computer. Oh, if you want to do a lot of video editing or a lot of high-end graphics, this is a great computer. this is a great computer. You don't have to curate, okay, what are you gonna do with this? I guess the best part for me is you're going to be able to do it. The last thing you wanna do with a computer purchase or a mattress purchase, as my friend Aaron Berger would point out, is go cheap, because I mean, you want things that are gonna enhance your life. Hey, by the way, if you wanna enhance your life with something from South Street Loft, there is gonna be a brand new Today's Special coming up with Leslie at 12 midnight. And when you see that brand new South Street Loft Today's Special, you're not getting this for this price. And I always say that things in life are guided for a reason, and it might sound kind of funny to say that about a computer. Maybe you did, but probably you didn't. I don't think you woke up on a Sunday fun day saying, you know what, I'm gonna tune into that HSN and I'm gonna get me a computer. But if you are just channel surfing, if you're just discovering us, if you are just stopping by and maybe you're just learning about the technology from Aaron, then take a moment and do yourselves a favor, reserve this and get it at home, because it really can't help you and it really can't enhance your life, no matter what you're doing with it, until you've got it in your hot little hands. And I'm talking about whether you are running a small business from home. In that case, you absolutely want to do that version with the office. Or if you are looking at this as a grads and dads or even a back to school computer, but you know what, I have to correct myself. It's a back to school office. It's a work from home office. It's a enhance my life office. Because basically you buy the laptop and we include the office of your dreams, meaning we get you not only America's #1 brand in a laptop and our #1 brand here at HSN, but you're also getting America's #1 brand with printers. HP includes another 6 months worth of instant ink. And I'll have Aaron detail for that for you, because we're gonna actually split this presentation, even though it's the final presentation, into 2 different parts to help our friends out on the West Coast who might be doing some channel surfing. So I promise we will give a little equal time to that printer in a moment. But just understand, the bonuses and the extras are really the price of admission. Whether you consider the fact that it's HP #1 laptop brand, #1 printer brand, you get the printer, it's not a throwaway printer, it is their top of the line, whether you're scanning or faxing or printing or emailing, I mean, it does everything. They include 6 months worth of ink for free. And then I wanna go back to that, what we call the 1-2-3 or the 3-2-1 protection. And that is a big, big deal, because no kidding, when I saw Adam and Aaron kick this off, I thought, okay, but it's not gonna have the 1-2-3. That's our most expansive bonus package, meaning it's a year of accidental damage protection. It is 2 years of Smart Friend, that's that no judgment technical support or questions, and it is 3 years, as Helen Keeney would say, of LoJack for your computer. 3 years of finding your HP. That is our most expansive, if sold separately, most expensive bonus package that we do with any of the laptops that we present here at HSN. And then you take the value of the laptop with a better processor and with more memory and a bigger hard drive, and that solid state drive, I should point out though. So it's faster, smoother, easier boot up time. I mean, it's just a dream, but it's a half off sale. And then in addition to that 5 flex pay and the price, which ends at midnight, because this is the grand finale of our Big Deals weekend, remember, you also get 12-month VIP financing. If you use your HSN card, that means you're skating in at about $50 without Office, and then about $54 if you do the version with Office. So we've got about 5 minutes before we do kind of reset the presentation for our friends on the West Coast. I do just want to point out though, gone. On that silver with the Office, we have the final 3 dozen. So it is the final 3 dozen on the silver with the Office. The teal, I apologize, the teal with the Office is already gone. We brought in slightly more of that aubergine, that beautiful plum color with the Office, just because we know that's really one of our top colors. But we are now looking at a little more than 600, so there are fewer than 700 there, which, we're in over 95 million homes. That's just kind of a blip on the radar. And then I'm team rose gold. I just think that's just I think it's a great neutral, if it was a neutral in fashion, but there are only 350 of those with Office, and then the balance of which is without. So Aaron, we've got about 4 minutes before we kind of reset the presentation. Should we talk a little bit about the printer, or what would you like to highlight in that time?
We should. I'm embarrassed. I haven't done a very good job. This printer is so awesome, and I'm so sorry. There's so much to talk about with the computer. So let's talk about the printer. I am actually just printing something right now from the computer. I want to make the point. There's no, look, Ma, no wires. So you can plug in. There is a USB port, but you probably never will, quite frankly. You can print from any device, from your computer, from a tablet, from a smartphone, whether it's Apple, whether it's Android, it doesn't matter. It's just an absolutely lovely printer. And it's not just a printer. It's a print. Look, this is just printed already. So in like the 10 seconds I've been telling you about the printer, this is just kind of an invitation. It's a save the date announcement, and then I'll show you what else is printing right now. And this is the other thing. Look at, we're talking about this kind of quality, truly lab quality prints. It's absolutely beautiful prints. It's not just a printer. This is a printer. This is a copier. I'm going to just move these out of the way for a minute. Just framed prints are beautiful out of it. This is Genevieve, sweet little Genevieve. Printer, copier, flatbed scanner. So if you want to just walk up to this and make a copy, if you have kids at home, if you have old photos, old albums, it's so nice to have a copy machine in your house. Print, copy, scan. You can even send a fax using the HP Smart app, which you can download for free to your phone. Probably the most important, and then that's actually just another copy of the picture that I just showed you. Look at though, that's the one that just came out fresh, printed in front of you. And by the way, it costs about 6 cents to print this, which is what I'm leading into. This is an HP Instant Ink compatible printer, which means you can use HP Instant Ink. We have a video on HP Instant Ink, and then we have 2 stills after that we're going to show you. You might be sort of wondering, what is HP Instant Ink? How does it work? Why does everybody get so darn excited about it? HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement program. So your ink is delivered to your home, starting as low as 99 cents a month. You choose your plan if you want 50 pages a month, 100 pages a month, whatever. And I'll show you the prices in a minute. It's literally like $4 to $6. It's inexpensive. You can print whatever you want, whenever you want. When you run low on ink, we'll ship you your ink at no extra cost. You can print more pages or less pages. There's rollover. Even if you go over, it's not like they charge you crazy. It's literally just a couple pennies per page. Save up to 50% on HP Original Ink. As I said, your printer orders the ink, so you'll always have it. They are monthly plans based on pages printed, not cartridges used. There's no annual fee. You can change or cancel your plan at any time. Ink, shipping, and cartridge recycling are all included. So that makes it really, really simple. Now, I know what you're thinking, show me the money. How much does it cost? How much do I save? Those kind of things. This is really cool. So you can start, it's as low as 99 cents a month. Most people do the next plan, the 50 pages per month for $3.99. I do the 100 pages per month for $5.99. We print a lot at my house. So it's 6 cents per page. That's it. We're talking about literally pennies per page. I get 300 rollover pages, et cetera. And you can actually change from month to month. So maybe during the holidays, maybe you know, oh, I'm going to print a bunch of Christmas cards next month. I need the 100 page or even the 300 page plan. You can literally change from month to month. You can cancel at any time. There's no joining fee. There's no cancellation fee. There's none of that, which is why about 94% of people who try HP Instant Ink stick with HP Instant Ink. It's less expensive. Can you imagine never having to go to the store to buy ink again? What a pain errand that is to run. Nobody wants to go to the store and get there and try to remember which cartridge do I have? Which number is it? Are they out of it? Is it $60? Is it $70? That's all gone. Shannon, I know you were, like me, an early adopter of HP Instant Ink. Can you even imagine going to the store and buying ink again? It seems archaic once you've done it in this really brilliant way that HP has created.
You know, it's hard enough to get me to go to the store to buy toilet paper.
Right. And that's a necessity.
Right, exactly, because we've kind of gotten used to that idea. So all good things come to those who wait, but I would not wait with this. They are gone for sure. We're going to do just a little promotional announcement of some of the other things coming up at HSN to help us reset the presentation for our friends who are joining us on the West Coast. and maybe haven't seen this on a Sunday Fun Day, I do remind you that we do also have our Protection Plus plan available if you want to enhance what HP is already including with your purchase, but that's a really smart way to go because that covers your accidental drops and spills and screen damage with no deductibles. It's a really smart program. All right, well, if you're smart, you are calling, and if there's something that you missed in the presentation, don't go too far because I'm gonna have Aaron reintroduce the value on this last look Best Buy of the day.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Father's Day is the perfect chance to let Dad know how much you appreciate him.
But finding that one-of-a-kind gift is not that simple. That's where we come in.
We're gonna help you stay on target.
We'll keep you above par. So when it comes to Father's Day, you can go all in.
Find all your gifts for Dad this year during Father's Day Faves with Adam, Guy, and Ty. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Perlier is an Italian bath and body company rich in history and tradition, never far from where it started. Perlier is old world skills mixed with modern day science, driven by a focus to treat skin with the best ingredients. Perlier continues to develop innovative new lines while staying true to its culture. Discover luxurious bath and body rituals from Italian botanical gardens with Perlier.
Happy Pride, and know that love is never wrong.
Well, and happy Sunday Fun Day. Welcome into HSN. If you are channel surfing or just joining us, this is our big deals weekend, which means everything is on sale, but everything is on 5 flexible payments. Now, that will not be the case after the stroke of midnight. So it is gone for sure when it comes to our finest value of the day. And we could not have a big deals weekend without our #1 brand, and that is HP. It's not only our #1 brand, it is America's #1 brand in laptops. And what you're looking on your screen, if you're already saying, well, wait a minute, what's the item number for the printer? What's the item number for the support? This is the only, what I am calling, home office makeover for the rest of the year. The only home office makeover, meaning including a printer and including our most expensive bonus support that we include for free for the rest of 2022. It also happens to be our biggest screen size with that 17-inch. It also happens to have a backlit screen and more RAM, which allows you to do more multitasking. That 256 gig, again, that is a larger solid state drive, which is really what you want with your computer, meaning faster boot up time. It runs, you don't hear that fan whirring around on the interior of the computer, longer battery life. There are better graphics that are built into this. So even if you're not a gamer, and you know, I dare say probably most of us are not. I know you're doing something with video. I know you're streaming video. I know you're watching, as I say, cat videos or whatever on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. You want this computer. And then it's as if the printer is a freebie. So it's almost like buying your laptop, getting your printer for free, getting 6 months of ink for free. And then remember how I said we're including what is really our most expensive and expansive bonus package that you're not paying for? How about what we call it 321 or 123, depending on how you're looking at it. 1 year of accidental damage protection. So you got the mulligan, you got the dropsies. Okay, HP has your back. 2 years of Smart Friend, which by the way, that has a value that is close to $400, over $360 or about $356. So by the time you add on the $70 accidental damage and then the approaching $400 with a Smart Friend, another bonus, the 3 years of Find My HP, and then let's make it a half off sale. Seriously. The only thing you have to decide is, do you want it with Office or do you want it without Office? And then what color do you want? So here's what's been happening in the last, well, actually last 45 minutes, last show, final opportunity. It is absolutely bow and go, whether you are thinking for Father's Day or dads or grads or back to school. It's a whole home office makeover for my show and only for you. The silver, if you want it with Office, we have, it is last call. There are just a couple dozen. So a couple dozen. And without Office, there are fewer than 200. I'll jump to the rose gold, just since it's right next to that silver. The rose gold, I think we have, what, 300 or 400 left okay, 350 with Office, and then the balance of which without, fewer than 300. So about 300 and 300 only. This is what we're calling our aubergine. I gotta lift this up because you guys have to see this keyboard. It's a backlit keyboard, by the way, and it's a full keyboard, which is great, if, especially if it is for a college student or if you're working from home, you want the advantage of that full keyboard for sure. So there it is with that beautiful aubergine. With the Office, we have fewer than 700, and without Office, we're looking at the last 400, And then, you know how we say you snooze, you lose? The teal with the Office is gone, but the teal without the Office, I think, whoopsie, well, I almost got for a full hour without dropping something. So I'm sorry, Kevin, fewer than 200 without Office. If you want, so with Office is gone. Without Office, I think we have about 200 of these. So remember, it is also on 12 interest-free payments with our VIP financing. It is free shipping. There is no restocking fee, and it is the only chance this year. So if you are channel surfing, I would love for you to meet my friend of over 15 years, the delightful Aaron Berger, who of course is not only our brand representative, but we've been dear friends for, you know, like I said, getting close to 2 decades. And Aaron, you and I have sold a lot of printers separately. We've sold a lot of 17-inch laptops separately. And normally the kind of support that HP is including, you know, we charge you separately for. So it doesn't matter whether or not you're Skyping, it doesn't matter whether you're doing virtual doctor's visits, it doesn't matter if you are working from home, you absolutely want to get that version with Office. Oh, by the way, a lot of you are asking, it's like, Shannon Smith, and who got Shannon Smith an address? Who? Nina Leonard did. Kate, of course, the great Kate, the president of Nina Leonard, is going to be joining us next hour. That is the last call on our weekly deal drop, by the way. And we do have the final quantities, so thousands of those have been spoken for. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know about that.
See, I know Aaron Berger's like, wait a minute, I don't know. Miss Smith an address, it's gotta be a special occasion. Well, I'm pulling out the big guns. The GAMs are on board for HP.
I love it. It's the shoes that are blowing me away as much as anything. I mean, I really can't get over the, wow, look at you.
I cleaned up pretty good, Aaron.
More.
You know, it's done with smoke and mirrors.
You always look great. you always look great, but yeah, but you're not always in a dress, and you look fantastic. So thank you for having me in your show tonight, my sweet, sweet, sweet friend for, like you said, over 15 years, getting closer to 20, and gosh, it's been a pleasure. And as you said, we have had the great good fortune to offer so many things together. I don't know that we've ever done a better combo. What I'm glad to say is that it's still available tonight. And what I'm sad to say is we know that it will be the last time this year. We know that because we are planned through the end of the year. We do not have another Today Special planned this year on a computer and printer bundle. And that's a big thing. We put this together as a whole home solution for you, as a office refresh, as a school refresh, as a work refresh, whatever you do on your printer and on your computer. If you're sending someone off to college next year, for example, if you're starting a new job, if you've always wanted to get your real estate license, or there's just something, a dream that you have, your computer helps make it come true. So we spend an awful lot of time on our computers, and you deserve a better one. This computer, a couple of key things about it from the beginning. It is a 15-inch screen. No, it's not. I'm telling you something that's not true. It's a 17.3-inch screen. It is the largest screen we've ever offered in a laptop. And that's the number one thing when you sit down to use it, whether you're multitasking like I am here, I've got over a dozen things open, or whether you're just looking at one great big screen, hsn.com, you want to see anything a little bit more clearly, you can just pinch and zoom. There's this lovely touchpad at the bottom. You can just pinch and you can zoom, and it's so easy now to see what's going on, to read things more clearly. That's all there is to it. So having the bigger screen, as I said earlier, and I'll say it one more time, for Shannon and I have worked together for years and years. I've been at HSN for years and years. Really, quite literally, one of the great pleasures of my life is that I get to connect with you guys. So say hi to me on Facebook, add me on Instagram. I'm _Aaron Berger, AARONBERGER on Instagram. The reason I say that is we get to connect and we get to talk, and I get your feedback. I've sold hundreds of thousands, at least, actually over 1 million, I know, at least in tablets. Anyway, tablets and computers and smartphones. What no one has said to me over all of these years is, Aaron, I wish I'd bought a smaller screen. Literally nobody has ever said it one time, and I have heard it all, from I don't like what you're wearing to, you name it. I've heard it all. Nobody's ever said, I wish I bought a smaller screen. You will love having the larger screen on your computer. It's absolutely key. Whether you're multitasking or here, I'm going to just grab this and snap it over into place just to show you. When you open up multiple frames, like I've done here, okay, let me make that one a little bit bigger. It makes such a big difference because you have a bigger platform on which to work, right? Because it's a 17-inch platform to begin with. When you make things bigger and smaller and multitask, you still have a lot of room to really see what's going on. So that would be the number one thing.